Lolo. Time to read with Lolo. Lolo, Lolo. Time to read. Everybody, Lolo, Lolo. Time to read with Lolo. Lolo, Lolo. Time to read. Hi, boys and girls. It's good to see you. Today's book, well, I've got to say hi to everybody, but this is a long book. So, hi, friends. Today's book is called Wacky Wednesday. It's a Dr. Seuss book. And look, it's upside down, so it's definitely wacky. By Theo Lesigue, illustrated by George Booth. It's a long book, so let's begin. This is one of Luke's favorite books. My kids used to like it when they were little, too. So let's see if we can figure out the wacky things. It all began with a shoe on the wall. A shoe on the wall shouldn't be there at all. Look, you see the shoe on the wall? Oh boy, shoes on the wall. Then I looked up and I said, oh man, and that's how Wacky Wednesday began. Another shoe on the wall, and this shoe over here too. You see them? 2 shoes on the wall. I looked out the window and I said, gee, 3 more things. More things were wacky, and I saw 3. Let's see. Can you see any wacky things in there, friends? I see a worm chasing after a bird. That's pretty wacky. I see bananas on an apple tree. That's pretty wacky. And look. The hose is missing a piece. That's wacky too. I went down the hall and I said, hey, 3 more things were wacky today. Let's see. Can you find the wacky things, friends? Let me hear you shout them out. Oh, what? Oh, yes. You're right. The pitcher's upside down. There's a candy cane holding the chair, the table, and 2 doorknobs. That's wacky. In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. What do you see that's wacky? There is a palm tree coming out of the potty, so that's pretty wacky. Let's see over here. The faucet, one's going up and one's going down. That's pretty wacky. And then there's a fish tank, a fish bowl where the shampoo should be. That's pretty wacky. And the little boy, if you can see him, has a sock. He has a sock in the shower. That's wacky too. I began to dress, then I said, wow, 4 more things. We're wacky now. Let's see. There's shoes on the wall. The clock is definitely wacky. It's not the normal time. And his sleeve looks like it's a little monster. Oh, that's very wacky. I looked in the kitchen and I said, by cracky, 5 more things were very wacky. Can you see the 5 things, friends? I'll just name one of them. There's a little ladybug holding up this giant refrigerator. Let's see what else we could find. Up, the cup is missing a spot. And who wants to have soup with an umbrella? Silly. That's wacky. And the table looks like it's missing a hole. And there is a mouse chasing a cat. How wacky is that? I was late for school. I started along and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. Look, friends, let's see. There's a lot of things that are wrong here. Hold on. Oh. Sorry, Lola, I had to put the fan on. It was a little warm. Okay, let's see. 6 more things. Let's see what we can find. Well, the lady is walking a tiger. That's pretty wacky. And there's no door there. Do you see a door? I do not. And what's coming out of the chimney? A tree? That's wacky. So many wacky things. And look right here. The stairs are supposed to be over here. There's the door and there's the stairs. That's wacky too. And then 7 more. Oh my goodness, there's so many things to find. I see a green sun. The sun is supposed to be what color, friends? Yellow. That's right. I see a shoe with a bird in the street. I see a man walking. Where's the wheels to the car? And this man, instead of a hat, what does he have on his head? A shoe. That's wacky. There's a for sale sign and there's no house. Nothing's there. And look at this. We all know that red means stop and green means go. They switched it, see? That's not wacky too. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said nothing is wacky around here but you. Look. Somebody's missing legs. Somebody's missing a neck. That's wacky. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. Look. For sale sign spelled wrong. There is a turtle in a tree. I don't think turtles can go in trees. I see some, looks like leopards in school with the kids. School is spelled wrong. The flag is the wrong way. There's a shoe on top of the flag post. And let's see. What else? Oh, there's another shoe hanging from the tree. That's wacky. So many wacky things. I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Bass, look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class. The teacher is on skates. That's wacky. There's an old man in school. The boy is faced the other way. This person has no head. That's really wacky. And that says George Washington, but that's really Abraham Lincoln. So that's wacky too. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. She's telling him to get out. And look, the little mouse is chewing on the phone, which is attached to a plant. That's pretty wacky. I went out the school doors. Things seemed worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Look at all these wacky things. There's so many. The man is in the water. Let's see. The lady is walking a baby on top of the car. And that boy, is he walking a dog? He is not. He is walking an alligator or a crocodile. That's wacky too. Then I counted 11 more wacky things. Look at that. That lady is walking. Is she walking a baby? She is not. She has a tree in the stroller, and that tree is yellow. Couldn't be wacky. It could be a yellow tree. But there is a chimney on top of a tree. That's pretty wacky. This lady is walking a baby, but there's no wheels. And this lady's walking an old man in a carriage. And this lady has 1 wheel in her car. And what else? There's so many things. Oh, the flag is wrong. There's 3, count them, 3 chimneys and another shoe. Now that's wacky. Then 12 worse things, and I got scared and I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. See, more wacky things. Look, lady has a lot of babies. There's shoes instead of wheels on the car, on the carriage. The plane is flying backwards in the sky. There's a door out of nowhere in the park. And look at the little baby. She's strolling the old lady, in the stroller. That's wacky. Oh, and the car, look, there's no bridge. That's wacky too. I'm sorry, patrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. See, he's talking, and what's wacky about him? He is holding his hand in a shoe. That's wacky. Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them, and then you can go back to bed. Wow, there's so many. There's 2 suns. You see them? 2 sunshines are wacky. There's houses up in the air with no mountains. There's a tree with no trunk on the bottom. There's people walking babies and people walking strollers. There's a fish fishing and a man's in the water instead of the other way around. And a pig with no feet. That's pretty wacky. And look at that man. He's sitting upside down in the bench. That's wacky too. And 3 houses on top of each other. Wacky Wednesday was gone, and when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. Wasn't that funny, friends? What a funny book. I hope you enjoyed it. Wacky Wednesday. Now's the time to say goodbye. See you again real soon. Now's the time to say goodbye. See you again real soon. See you again real soon. Bye, friends. See you again. Mwah.